My fellow Singaporeans, it is so good to see so many of you out here with us tonight. I cannot tell you just how encouraged all of us are seeing all of you come out to support us. You energize us. You give us a real solid boost. You remind us why we are all here. It's because of you. You know, we have not had these public rallies for 10 years now, and so we've not had the chance to speak to you from these rallies. But the Workers' Party has never stopped speaking up for you. And we will continue to speak up for you without fear. Because that is who all of us are. The Workers' Party Punggol GRC team, Alexis, Alia, Jackson and I consider it one of the greatest privileges of our lives to step up, join the Workers' Party and speak up for our fellow Singaporeans. And our dear friends and voters from Punggol GRC, I know I speak for my entire team when I say this. It would be an honor to serve you. And it would be an honor to be your representatives in Parliament. To speak up for you, but not just for you. It's to speak up for all Singaporeans who are asking for their voices to be heard.朋友们，大家好，我是Harpreet Singh。我的中文还不完美， tapi 我该潮州的口会使。有人问我，你个潮州的真好。 你個某是潮州人啊？唔是啦，古早我嘅LaKoPiNews嘅厝邊，大家人是潮州人嗎？所以我特日當潮州話啦。我嘅朋友也是大家人是潮州人，所以我特擺。 suka 食潮州糜，感謝你嘅 support， 感謝古早你能幸我嘅 family 真在樂啊！所以感謝你 ，I will never forget. How my Teochew Kampong neighbors in Aukang LaKoPiNews loved my family and me and embraced us as their own. My brother reminded me of something very important recently. Every Chinese New Year, We young Punjabi kids, 3 of us, looked forward to having a meal at our neighbor's house. What we did not realize then, but we realize now, the 3 of us, my brother, my sister, and I, were invited to our neighbor's house for the Chinese New Year reunion dinner. That was their way of saying, you are family. And so, my dear friend, Singh, whose family, his father's name was Achip, his mom's name was Anin, we have never forgotten your love. Good race relations, that is one of the many things that makes Singapore great. And now is my time to return what you have all given me. And the best way I know how is to put aside my own plans for a nice, comfortable life and to step up and speak up for my fellow Singaporeans. The past 36 hours since the start of this election campaign have been humbling. The number of people, especially the older ones who have approached our team in Punggol GRC, some of them barely disguising their emotions, saying, thank you for coming to Punggol. Thank you for stepping up. We need people like all of you to voice up for us. You have our word. We will do so. We will always do so. In fact, send the government, all of us into Parliament, and make it clear to them that you want change. Tonight we are here for a cause that is greater than any one of us. We are here for Singapore, not just as it is today, but for what it can become tomorrow. We are a country admired around the world for our discipline, our efficiency, and our determination. We've built a world-class airport, a port that is the envy of the world. We've built Singapore Airlines, a city that many admire. But my friends, a country is not just a skyline or GDP. A country is its people and how they live. And tonight, we must squarely face this truth. Too many Singaporeans are living with growing pressure, rising anxiety, and shrinking hope. We live in one of the most expensive cities in the world. And even public housing, once our proudest achievement, has over the years become less and less affordable for many. We see young couples postponing marriage because they can't afford or can't secure a flat early enough. We see middle-aged Singaporeans juggling aging parents and growing children, worried that one illness or one layoff will push them over the edge. We see seniors who gave their best years to this country still working well into their late 70s and even 80s, clearing trays, wiping tables, cleaning toilets, just to survive. And we see parents exhausted by an education system that pushes their children to breaking point. And children who are losing their joy and curiosity under the weight of endless tests. And we see workers facing uncertain futures in a world of gig jobs, AI disruption, rising costs, and falling security. And we hear more and more in conversations over dinner tables, in taxis, in coffee shops, Singaporeans saying, maybe there's a better life somewhere else. Maybe we should move somewhere else where our dollar can be stretched a little further. Now, let me be clear. These are not complaints. These are not attacks. These are cries from the heart of a people who love their country and want it to work for everyone. They are symptoms of a system that was built for yesterday, not for the challenges of today, and certainly not for the world of tomorrow. So, the question before us is simple. Are we ready to reset? Are we ready to rethink? Are we ready to renew? I'm glad because the challenges ahead are real. The world is changing. It is faster, more competitive, more unpredictable. And if we, as a nation, do not change, we risk falling seriously behind. The future requires us to adapt, to change, to open up. And if we want to move forward, we must dare to change. Now let's be clear about this. Let's be clear about this. The Workers' Party is not here to tear down what works. We are here to build on it. To take the best of what Singapore has achieved and make it better for everyone. Not just for today, but for generations to come. We are committed to making affordability and financial security for our citizens central to everything we do, and that means fighting for better housing affordability, lower cost of living for our citizens, pushing for better CPF returns so our seniors can retire with dignity, and far, far better support for our elderly poor. So, like I've said before, we never have to see our old uncles and aunties collecting cardboards, cleaning toilets, and clearing tables ever again. That is a travesty with the resources we have. It also means pushing for a revamped education system, one that better prepares our children for the world of the future. Smaller class sizes, and giving parents the choice of a through train program from primary 1 to Sec 4, so our children don't get bogged down with the PSLE. Now, the PSLE was there for a different world, not the world of today, and certainly not the world of tomorrow. What we also need is a fairer politics in Singapore. The Workers' Party is committed to building a country, a Singapore, where fair play is what our government will be known for. In short, here's our vision: a better Singapore for all. This election is not about the past, it's about the future. It's about the kind of Singapore we want to build together. And let me tell you, the best time to take this step to vote for a stronger opposition is now. Because if not now, then when? Singapore has always been bold when it mattered most. We are world beaters when we put our minds to it. That is why the Workers' Party is here for you and for all Singaporeans. This is our chance to build a Singapore that is fairer, more open, more balanced, a Singapore where every person, young and old, can thrive, without worrying whether there is a future here. A Singapore that is not just successful, but fair. And a Singapore where we are true to the ideals of the Singapore flag. It's time to get our young excited again about things like justice, equality, and a democratic society. Let's ensure that the next generation can build its dreams here in Singapore. So let us rise to this moment together. Let us make history together. Vote for a stronger opposition, because the strongest governments are not the ones who operate without challenge. They are the ones that are pushed to be better. And Singapore deserves no less. So, vote for the Workers' Party, working for Singapore. Majulah Singapura!